So hi everyone, how are you? How are you all doing? So guys, on your demand, I am coming out with a new video again on the nursing process in Germany. What are the kind of jobs? So a lot of nurses, they have been demanding again from me to make a detailed video over the process, which can deliberate properly in detail, wherein I can discuss everything regarding the process, like what kind of jobs are there, and what exactly we mean when we say nursing jobs in Germany, right? So all the things related relevant to your field we'll be discussing here, starting from like what kind of nursing jobs are there, how you have to start the process, when you have to start the process, and what are the facilities you are going to get when you are going to Germany, what kind of job you will be doing there, how you will be getting promoted. Okay, and the most importantly, how to accomplish a nursing job successfully, starting from India to Germany, how to land successfully there. Because many of you might be knowing that we have thousands of candidates, thousands of nursing candidates who are learning German, but out of that, very, very few are able to land in Germany, and out of that, further, very few are able to survive there, to sustain there after doing the B2 level and all that, right? So the count is very less. What are the reasons behind that? Why nurses are not able to learn the German language properly, and who are learning successfully? Then what are the reasons behind that? No, all that learning you need to have before you start your process. And again, when you have to start the process, how you have to start the language, what is the relevance of language here, all the points we'll be discussing one by one. So all in all, I would say this complete video is going to give you a lot of information regarding the nursing jobs in Germany. So it is basically for all the people who are BSc nursing, who are GNM or post BSc nursing, or I would say even the college freshers who are in nursing colleges, because as per our eligibility requirements, we don't need any experienced person. Even the freshers are welcome. Okay, so we'll discuss that all the eligibility process in detail. So let's start now, guys. So as you know, I am the founder of Namastegerman. My name is Raman, and we are a language school basically, and we have very good tie-ups with some of the best consultants of the country for your medical jobs, for your nursing jobs, for your engineering studies. All that thing is there. So we are we've already initiated the process of nursing jobs in Germany. Okay, we have tie-ups with very good consultants like Europe Careers, Hanseatic Connect, with many other good consultants who are basically processing all the files. Genuine consultants, which are big brands basically, and they are they're working very honestly, and a lot of huge number of candidates are going through them. So all that thing we'll be discussing that, and how we are going to help you out in that, what kind of role we will be playing in assisting you to process your file, and how you are going to save lot of money. Okay, most importantly, how you are going to save lot of money and lot of time if you follow the correct approach, if you follow the correct path. So what is the correct approach to start? Okay, when you have to submit your documents, how you have to learn the language, all that things we'll be discussing one by one. Okay, so yeah, so first one, we'll discuss, see, why nursing job in Germany. So as you know, see, Germany, basically it's a European country, and they have a lot of dearth in the manpower, lot of lack of manpower. It's not just nursing, in almost every field, I would say, right? They have a lot of lack of manpower, so they are hiring people from from other countries, I would say, right? Non-German people from different countries. From Asia they are hiring, from Middle East they are hiring, lot of in lot of different roles. So nursing is very big segment, one big segment wherein they're hiring lot of nurses and all. Right now there's a demand of more than 10 lakh plus nurses immediately in Germany, which needs to be fulfilled. Okay, so the market is very big, obviously, but being a nurse, you people need to have full knowledge about the process where you are trying to go for a job. You need to have full knowledge behind that, first of all. Even if you are going for nursing Ausbildung, then also, or you are going for a full-fledged nursing job, then also you need to have proper knowledge behind what you are going to do, and how is the process be like. It should not happen that someone is taking you so much of money in the name of process, and don't end up wasting money, time, and energy on the things which you should not exactly. So being knowledgeable and being aware is very, very important before you start your studies, before you start your preparation to grab a nursing job in Germany. Okay, so guys, first of all, we'll start with our presentation. So first of all, as you know, what is the process to get a nursing job in Germany? I've discussed the eligibility criteria, right, which we need basically if you are if you are planning to join us for the nursing jobs, then the eligibility criteria which we have is BSc Nursing, as I said, or post BSc Nursing, or you can say GNM, and even the freshers are welcome. As I said, we don't need any experience, prior experience. That's not mandatory. There are a lot of nurses who have been asking me that, okay, they have done BSc Nursing, and after that they didn't do any nursing job for years, and what they did, they basically they moved to some other field. They did some other kind of work which was non basically related to nursing, right? So the thing is that even those people are eligible until unless your age is less than 41, right? So that's not a worry. We don't need any prior medical experience. We don't need any prior nursing job experience. Even if you are totally a freshie, even if you are totally a fresher with zero experience of the medical industry, then also you are eligible. Your age should be less than 41. Okay, most of the consultants are having less than 40. In our case, it is less than 41. Okay, so the very first step, as you see in my slide, the very first step, which all of you should know, the very first step is that you start the German language. In the language, we have multiple levels. We have the levels like in the European language, as per the CEFR curriculum, we have A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. 6 levels are there in all the European languages. So in nursing, what is the requirement? We have requirement, initial requirement we have of 3 levels, A1, then A2, then B1. And after that, you have to finish the 4th level also, that is your B2 level. Okay, so we'll discuss that when you should do B2 and how you should do all that. But the initial requirement that you can start your interview with the employer is that you need to have the B1 level certificate in your hand. Okay, all that I'll tell you, what kind of certificate, which exam you have to write, everything we'll be discussing. So B1 level of the language is required initially. That is the very first step. You can see I have not written any process and all. You have to learn the language. Your first step should be to learn the language. So here comes the catch. Many times I have seen that people are going to different consultants for nursing kind of job. So guys, please, again I'm saying, you need not to go anywhere. You need not to go to any consultant. You need not to go for any process initially. If you are planning for nursing job in Germany, your first step to start the language. And in the language also, you have to go step by step. The very first step is that you learn the A1 level first of all. Then you judge yourself whether the language is suiting you or not, or whether you are suiting to the language or not. Okay, because see, there's nothing to mind in that. Every brain is different. Every human being has a different set of interests, right? Now here the point is that B1 is our basic requirement. German B1 is our basic requirement. Without that, all other things don't matter. Which consultant you are taking, where you are putting your file, all these things, they come later, at a later stage. The first step should be that you should evaluate yourself whether you are capable of learning a language or not, whether you have that much potential or not, whether you can devote that much time or not. Many times we see that the person is too busy, right? Then he is not able to devote time on the language. If you're not able to devote time on the language, then guys, you will not be able to clear the exam. If you're not able to clear the exam, you will not be able to go to Germany, right? The very first step is that you evaluate your schedule, you evaluate your availability, you evaluate whether you're able to manage the German language with your job or not, with your BSc studies or not, all that thing. The first step is that you start the German language. Don't sign up with any consultant. Don't register with any consultant. You will be given hundreds of reasons to basically start the process. I'll get back to that one by one. Okay. So what happens many times when we go to a consultant for a nursing job, or whoever is handling the nursing files, many consultants are there in the market. They will be asking you a hefty price. They will be asking you a big sum of money to initiate the German language and to initiate the process parallelly. They say that you start the process parallelly, you get the license prior, and then you go to fly to Germany. So all these things, they actually don't hold any relevance. Okay, there is no scope of wasting of any time and all. Once you clear the B1 level, after that the process is already very much speed up. You have a pre-approved visa. You have barely 3 or 4 months in your hand, right? So in those 3 or 4 months, you can utilize lot many things. I'll get back onto that. Again, you can do B2 level. You can do the little bit knowledge test training in India itself. Many things you can do in those 3-4 months, right? But that doesn't mean that just to save that small amount of time, we are ending up wasting a lot of huge sum of money to here and there in different consultants. Okay, all this I am telling you to save your money basically. Okay, we are going to Germany to earn money. We are not going to Germany to fill someone else's pockets. We are going to Germany to fill our pockets first of all, to fill our family's pockets first of all. So you need to know the correct process wherein you can save a lot of time, wherein you can save a lot of money, and wherein you can get proper language training in with a good level of skills. So the first step is that you learn the German language up to the B1 level. First of all, you start the A1 level, then you go for A2, then you go for B1, and then you write down the B1 level exam. As soon as you write down the B1 level exam, our process starts after that. You have to send us the certificate, all your academic documents, your birth certificate, and your passport. So you can see the process is actually starting after the B1 level. We are not demanding your passport before B1. We are not demanding your original 10th, 12th BSc mark sheet, your degree mark sheet, your bachelor's mark sheet before B1. We are not demanding your birth certificate before B1. Nothing we are demanding. So please be very, very clear. Your energy, your time should not get wasted on all that translation and transcript and nothing. Don't waste your energy there. I've heard many stories. People are sending, sir, I wasted that much of money on transcript. I wasted that much money on documentation. Why you are wasting all that? Now, who told you? If you are doing, then that's your mistake. I don't know from who has suggested you all that thing. So please, the first step is that, again I am repeating, please start the language. Please be aware, open your eyes. Please do the language first of all, right? No time will be wasted. You will be in safer hands. Your money will be much, much safer. Okay, so first start the language, finish the language, get the certificate, the international certificate in your hands, and then the world is waiting for you to land in Germany. After that, everything is very smooth. So the process starts. First of all, I'll brief you about this process initially. Then we will be discussing about the jobs for nursing in Germany. We'll see what kind of facilities are there, what salary is there, what is the hike you will get, what kind of work you will do, how you can call your family there. All that thing we will discuss in detail, and then we will discuss over the German language, which again I am saying the most important phase of this journey. So definitely I'll throw some light on the German language and the expectations of the language at the B1 level, how to clear the B1 exam, how to clear the B2 exam, all that we'll discuss. So let's go step by step. Okay, you have done your B1 level, then you have submit all the documents. After that, immediately as you submit your documents, we arrange the Skype interview with our employer, right, who is based in Germany, right? Your interview is done. So I'll tell you one thing, the interview, what they're asking in the interview. In the interview, they are just evaluating your German skills. So please don't be afraid that they will take some medical test, they will ask some medical terms. No, they are just evaluating whether when you say that you have done B1, you should actually mean that, right? I have been into this line since last 14-15 years. I can tell you, I have my 95% enrollments are from Germany, right? There are many people who have done A to B1 level. They have done from somewhere. They have done from India earlier when they went to Germany. I don't know from there where they have done, but almost in a day, 30 to 35 inquiries I receive in one day for learning German. That is the ratio. 30 to 35 inquiries I receive in one day from all different sources, from social media, from our channel partners. We have a lot of channel partners in India, a lot of channel partners in Germany, in other countries, right? So almost 40 inquiries I receive in one day. Out of that, I can tell you there are many people who are coming to us to do B1 directly or to do B2 directly, and or there are many people who are even holding the B1 certificate in their hand, but still they say that, Raman, we cannot speak the language, we are not good in the grammar. Raman, we cannot understand the language when someone is saying. Many are there. So you should not fall in that category. That you have to understand very carefully. When you say that, okay, I have the B1 certificate, you should actually mean that you are B1. When you will go to Germany, you will see what I am trying to say. That happens, especially a lot of Indians are there who are holding the B1 certificate in their hand and they are not having that desired skills. Many reasons are there behind that. Okay, many reasons are there. Like it can be anything. It can be that you got clear the exam, you scored 60%, 61%, whatever. Okay, you were not good in the speaking skills, but anyhow you managed to clear. So managing to clear an exam and clearing it convincingly are two different points. If you clear it convincingly, that means you have studied a lot and you have been taught properly by your trainer. That is one case. Second case is, just suppose I am not given a proper training, but every 2-3 months I am writing the B1 special exam, so automatically I'll come to know what they are going to ask. So anyhow, eventually I will be able to manage the exam but that doesn't mean that I have very good level of skills. I just manage because I have gained lot of experience, right? I have gained lot of experience when I am writing the when I am basically giving the B1 exam. I have gained lot of experience. So on the basis of experience, I am clearing. So clearing the exam on the basis of experience and clearing it convincingly with proper skills are two different things. So your approach should be, when you are learning B1, you have to learn it properly from good trainers, from good sources, right? In-depth grammar, in-depth understanding of the concept, thorough practice of the concepts, and you have to learn both the ways. You have to learn from your mother tongue also. You have to take help of German to German pattern also. Everything you have to see. So all in all, your skills should be good, right? So you have to submit the scanned copy of the B1 certificate, all your documents. Then we arrange your interview with the future employer, and you receive on the spot job offer. In the interview, as I said, that 90% of the people they clear. By chance, if you are not able to clear the interview, again you are given support from our end. You are given little bit counseling from our end, again how to manage the interview, how to clear the interview. You are made prepared for that, and again after 20 days or after 1 month, again you are giving one more chance. Again you are giving one more chance. So till the end, our support is there that you clear the exam. So there's nothing to worry in that. As I said, 90% people clear the interview in the first attempt. So there's nothing to be afraid, right? If you have done the language properly, I can tell you 100% you will clear the interview. If you have not done the language properly, then I can tell you 100% you will fail the interview. Only and only the people who are weak in the language, they are not able to clear the interview. Rest all are able to clear. So after that, when you clear the interview, right, then what happens? You get the on-spot job offer, and after that we apply for the visa appointment date. All this process is done by us only, right? We apply for the visa appointment date, right? And after that, you will be appearing in the German embassy for the visa interview, right? You will be receiving the visa after your visa interview. All this process is handled by us. We will be buying the air tickets for you. This is all covered in our package, right? Your visa appointment, right? All your air ticket, everything is covered. Everything is covered in the process. Nothing you have to pay. It's completely free. Again, I am saying it's completely free. Entire process is free. Each and everything, whatever you are seeing here, okay, all this document translation, all this, your interview, your visa appointment, your arrangement of the tickets, you can see here parallelly we are also translating all your documents into a German language, right? So the average cost of translating all your documents is around 40,000 rupees, which is completely free for you. 100% free, 100%. This part is 100% free. It's approximately 40 to 45,000, which the company is paying, which we are paying on your behalf, and we are not going to charge it from you. We are not going to charge it from your salary. We are not going to put any hidden amount in your package, nothing. This is free, 100% free. After that, we'll be applying your German Nursing Council. We'll be applying your documents in the German Nursing Council for a registration. Just like in India, you have the Nursing Council. So there also you have the similar kind of process. All that, again, this complete step is handled by us. Again, this is completely free. Average cost of registration in the Nursing Council is Indian rupees 18,000. Again, this is totally free. I'm again repeating, this is free. Okay. All this process is done by us. Nothing, you need not to worry for anything. So we buy the air tickets for you. You will be flying to Germany, right? And again, I am saying the air ticket, whatever from whichever part of the country you are coming. If you're coming from Kanyakumari to Delhi, you're flying from Kanyakumari to Delhi and then Delhi to Germany, that also we will be bearing. If you're coming from any other state, that also we will be bearing, right? So you don't have to pay anything. All this package is covered in the package, and that's totally free for you. Then you will be flying to Germany. You will land in Germany. Again, your pickup from the airport. This again costs you around 15,000 rupees to pick you from the airport, and then taking you to your accommodation place, right? That also is arranged by us. Accommodation also arranged by us, right? Your flight and your pickup is also arranged by us. From the very next day, you will be joining the training center. Now I'll come to the what you will be doing in the training. So two things will happen. One, when you start your trainings, there are two kinds of trainings covered. First, that you will be taught the B2 level of German. As I said, that you have cleared B1 above, right? The next level is B2, which is mandatory, which you have to clear in 3-4 months. 3 months I would say precisely. So you have to clear the B2 level in 3 months. At our center, we have the ECL center there itself. Every month the exams are conducted. So every month you can write down the exam. You are able to, you will be able to clear. All the trainings are provided by us. And second, the knowledge test training. What is knowledge test? That basically relates to your medical domain, right? Just like you are working in a hospital in India, you need some medical knowledge. Apart from your BSc degree, you need some practical medical knowledge, how to handle a patient, how to handle the medicines, how to handle the diseases, the symptoms, the prescription, what kind of practical things you are doing in the hospital, how to handle the machines, everything. Just like you are working in an Indian hospital, the similar practical training is a part of the process that is again delivered there, and that is again totally free. Again, I am saying that's totally free. After 3 months, your all these evaluations are done. You have to clear the B2 level, you have to clear the knowledge test, right? All that is covered in the course, and that is totally free for you, right? After you clear that, then you get permanent at the workplace. Most importantly, as soon as you join, your salary starts from day one. You are not unemployed, you are fully employed from day one. Okay, you will be getting your salary after 30 months. You will be getting your salary after 30 months of landing in Germany. Okay, and as I said, for the initial 3 months, you will be given these two trainings, the B2 level and this knowledge test training. After that, from the 4th month, you will be working at your workplace, and you will be regular after that. Regular means you will be permanent after that, right? So this is the overall flow. Eligibility criteria, as I said, BSc nursing or GNM, right? German level B1, age limit is 41, I would say 40, 41, 41 also we are accepting. No experience is required, even freshers are eligible to apply, right? So my advice, my sincere advice to the college students who are in nursing colleges is to start your German language from second year itself. Because guys, German language takes some time. You have your exams also in between, your university exams, your college exams. So it is always advisable that when you are in first year or second year of your college, or even by the beginning of third year, you start the German language gradually, step by step, keep clearing one by one level. So by the time you graduate out, you become a nurse, you are ready to fly. Because as I said, we just need B1. If you're holding the B1 certificate after completion of your BSc degree or your GNM degree, right, then you can directly fly after that as a fresher. As a freshie also you can fly. So there is no working experience required. Okay, so German language I told you, A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. B1 level is mandatory for us, and then optimum level is B2, right? And you have to clear the B2 training. We are also teaching B2 here, as well as the center where you are going there also the B2 level is taught. Okay. Now the thing is, after you clear your B1 level, job interview, as I said already, job interview is online and is conducted in the German language. The interviewers will be assessing your German language skill, and no medical questions will be asked. Again, I am saying they will be morely assessing your German language skills, whether you are good in the language or not, whether you have cleared the exam honestly or not. If you have basically if you have knowledge about the language exams here, I can tell you there are some centers in India. I will not name them. I will not name the brand. There are some centers whose certificates, if you have given the exam at that center, many of the certificates have been rejected by the embassy, and the candidate has faced the interview again, all the evaluation of German language again, he or she has to be done. He or she was required to give the evaluation of German once again, right? So I cannot name those centers, but that's a reality which we know as a language school. We know in depth what kind of practices are being going on at which center. So it is always advisable that you write the standard Goethe or TELC exams, right? If you are writing the ECL exam, it is always advisable that you write down the ECL exam in Germany, right? But in India, Goethe exam has the most credibility. Goethe and TELC, they have a very good level of credibility, and their certificates are accepted 200% all over the world, right? And all that discussion I'll again do in the when I reach the language part. Again, I'll tell you about the exam. So in short, I will say that, okay, always write the exams which are more credible, okay, and you should write the exam which gives you more knowledge. It's not just about clearing the eligibility. It is all about, learning a language properly. So if you are learning the language, keeping in mind a good evaluating exam, a good standard exam, obviously you have to do little bit more hard work. But this hard work will not go fail, because as I said, German language is the base of this process. All this consultancy, translation, registration, all these things are secondary or tertiary. The primary thing is the German level language, A1, A2, B1, B2 levels. I'm saying A1, A2, B1 and B2 levels. If you're not able to clear B2 in Germany, you will not be able to survive there, right? You will not be able to go professionally, and you will not be able to meet the eligibility criteria to work properly, regularly. So B2 is mandatory. Initial requirement is B1. With that, you start your interview. Parallelly, you start your B2. Or in Germany, again, I said the free training is there. It is free with us also, because as you know, in our process, 1200 euros we are refunding for the language training. I'll get onto the financials. So at that time, I'll tell you that why you should do B2 in India itself. Okay, we'll get onto that. Okay, so 90% of our students clear the interview in the first attempt, and remaining 5-10%, whatever they are able to, only that much they need to face the second or third interview. Again, if you are arranging for second, third, fourth interview for us, that is again free of cost. We are not charging anything for that from you. On clearing the interview, you will be receiving the on-spot job letter offer immediately. Okay. Now, as far as the salary is concerned, it's like approximately 3,000 euros, which okay. So all these things, they have been taken by Indian government to, which is basically increasing the respect of nurses in our work culture. But in Germany, you will find all the professions, they are already treated equal, right? Even you are calling your seniors with their name. So there's an equal respect for every profession. There is no discrimination. In the initial 3 months, you will be given the B2 training and the hospital-related stimulations, which I said, the part of your knowledge test. And right in the end of the 3 months, you can write the B2 exam. B2 exam center is there itself. The ECL center is there, where you will be having all these trainings and all. So you can write down the exam there directly. You need not to hunt the exam center there, so don't worry. And for these 3 months, you will be getting full salary. From the 4th month, you will be starting to work as a nurse. As far as the expenses are there, you can see house rent, heating and water charges, electricity, mobile, internet, your gym. Roughly, we have done a small estimation that's approximately around 400 euros, right? And considering a moderate standard of 1 BHK with a basement storeroom, and your monthly grocery cost is around 100 euros, I would say. So it's more or less like 525 to 550 euros, I would say. That's your monthly expense. Even if you spend extravagantly, then you can reach like 800-900 euros, and all the remaining amount of your salary is your savings, which you can send back to your family in India. So accommodation of this size, which when I say 1 BHK, this can easily accommodate 3 members, and the charges can be shared equally, right? So you can understand this thing. The house rent 300 to 400 euros for complete 1 BHK, right? So you can share with your, we have a bunch of people. People are taking the accommodation in joint. We are having 20-30 nurses every month. So it's not like that only you are there. You have a group of people. You can easily share your accommodation. If you are a girl, you can share the accommodation with your friends. If you are, if you're a male nurse, then accordingly you can find your partners and you can manage that unless you are not calling your family. So before that, you can manage your accommodation. You can share the rent. So that will again, it will be more saving for you, and you can save a lot of money with that approach. So out of 3,000 euros, you can see what are the expenses. And here also, if you find partners, then easily you can save a lot of money in this, right? So out of, even if you add the grocery, that's not even like 400 to 500 euros total, and all the remaining amount you can save easily. Now the visa thing is there. See, you get the visa to Germany under 30 days after your visa interview, right? All your booking of the slot and your appointment, everything is handled by us. Once you reach Germany, you will be eligible. You will be getting the temporary residency, the blue card, and after 30 months you can apply for the PR, right? So you will be already B2 certified by that time. So there should not be any problem. You should be able to get the PR easily. For the people who are married, if your husband or if your wife is also a nurse, then obviously a couple posting is a very good possibility, and you can work together at the same place as well. Family reunion, you can call your family, right? After 3 months, after you finish your training and all, you can call your family on the family visa, right? And free education for your spouse and all the rights to work in Germany. Even if your spouse can work, right? Free education for your child from primary school to PhD. German education system is one of the best in the world. Okay, it's one of the best in the world, and the German public education is free. The German government is sponsoring the public education from the basic schooling till your degrees, and these universities are the top universities of the world. The public universities, which I'm saying, they are the top universities of the world, and there the education is completely free. The tuition fees is completely free. The government, the government spends a lot on the public education, so that's why these are basically free. So obviously you can induct your kids into those schools and colleges, and your kids can enjoy some of the best education systems of the world without paying any extra tuition fees. Parents also get 25,000 rupees monthly for every child until 18 years of age. Again, it's a one more add-on. So if you have a kid, you will be getting rupees 25,000 for every child. Okay, until your kid becomes 18 years of age. Now the nursing registration process. Indian nurses with post BSc, BSc and masters, they will be getting the German nursing registration 1 to 3 months after passing the B2 level, B2 German language. Indian nurses with GNM, they will get the German nursing registration 12 months after passing the B2 German language. So as per your degree, you will be getting the nursing registration in Germany after you land there. Also, if you're interested in your higher studies, like you do MSc nursing in India, you can do masters there as well. So after 1 year, when you get the nursing registration, after that you can start your masters. It's totally free. And secondly, you get full salary while doing masters. So you can see the benefit, right? You can do your higher education almost totally free. And even a GNM can do masters without doing post BSc. That is again one benefit for all the nurses who are GNM. So this was all about the process, guys. Now let's move to the second part of the presentation regarding the language thing, right? Let me open one slide. So the details I shared with you, the details about the German job, what kind of salary is there, all that thing, what kind of benefits you will be getting, what benefits your family will be getting, how you have to start the process, when you have to start the process, all that I have told you. Right, now come to the financials part. As I said, our complete process is free. Again, I am telling you, right, I have a small poster to explain all that. You can see here one by one. Okay, so all your process, 95 to 95% process is free, right? Your registration is free, your B2 training is free, your medical knowledge test training is free, your document preparation, translation, recognition, attestation, your flight ticket, airport pickup, scheduling your job interview, your arranging your employment contract, starting of your skilled worker procedure, everything is covered in our package, and the package is virtually zero. You don't have to pay anything. So if someone is asking you money in the name of this, that okay, we'll apply your license, we will do your registration, this is, I would say you should not get into all that. That is totally free. I don't want to comment on those counselors, on those agents, but the reality is this complete process is free. Again, I'm saying this is free. Please don't get into traps. Please don't waste your hard-earned money, right? Please don't waste your hard-earned money. Your money is for your children. It's not for the people who are demanding such money, even when the entire process is being done free. So I don't know why they are charging that, right? But the thing is, you yourself should be that much aware. You yourself should be that much knowledgeable that you should not give your money. You should not end up wasting your money here and there. The first step, as I said in the beginning of the presentation, your first step should be to work over the language to get the B1 certificate. Okay, and all these steps we have discussed already. Your Skype interview with the employer immediately after doing B1, on-spot job offer, right? And after that, what we have this, your visa, pre-approved visa is there, right? So after getting the visa, the visa appointment is handled by us, and then you are ready to fly to Germany. So all that, as I said, entire process is free. Your salary is all is mentioned here. I told you what are the expenses. It's approximately 500 to 700 euros. If you are more extravagant, then it's like 800, 900 euros. That is the expense. Apart from that, everything is your saving, and your taxes, as the government takes some taxes also. After deducting that, all is your remaining is your saving, which you can send back to your family in India. So even after deducting the taxes, it's a very handsome amount. Easily, I can say easily more than 1 lakh rupees as a fresher you can send back to your India after deducting your taxes, after deducting your personal expenditure out of the first month salary. Okay, so again I'm repeating, all the process is free, and more importantly, see, there are two types of expenses which you are being told in the market. One related to the language, wherein you pay for the language trainings, you pay for the language exams. As you know, the exams are costly. They start from 15 to 17,000. Goethe, TELC, ECL, whichever exam you are writing, all are eligible, and the exams are a little bit costly. That is one part. And the language trainings, which you are paying for the language trainings, if you are joining us, you will be paying to us. That is second part. The third part is the non-language related expense, which you call as the process, right? The so-called process, right? Wherein people are charging you for that process. So that is completely free, directly free. You don't even have to pay and get it refunded. That is totally free. As far as the language related fees is concerned and the exam fees is concerned, that is refundable on our receipts up to 1200 euros. If you are learning the language from us, if you are learning the language from Namastegerman, 1200 euros, if you translate into today's equivalent euro to INR conversion, if you do, it is approximately 1 lakh to 1 lakh 10,000, roughly around that amount. Okay, so that includes your exam fees also. When you book the exam, you do the online payment to Goethe, you get the receipt on your email. You do the online payment to TELC, you get the receipt on your email, right? Okay, whatever receipts you have to hold them properly. Once you land in Germany, when you're learning the language from us, you will be getting our receipts, Namastegerman receipts, which are equally eligible up to an amount of 1200 euros, approximately 1 lakh 10,000 rupees, refundable completely without any if and but. This refunded amount is transferred directly to your account only. We are not acting as an intermediary in there, right? It will be transferred directly to your account. You just have to hold the receipts. You just have to keep the receipts safely with you. The amount will be refunded back to you, right? So you can see virtually our process is 95% free. Your language related expense, we are getting it refunded on the basis of our receipts. Your non-language related expense is completely free. Upfront, it is free. Okay, so if everything is free, then for what we are paying here and there to different agents in the name of process, in the name of language training, right? Okay, learn the language and learn the language from authentic sources. At our end, you will be getting the best quality trainings, right? Our candidates, they clear the B1 exam in single attempt and then the B2 as well, right? And obviously, as I said, your language training fees and your exam fees will be refunded under our letterhead. They will be refunded. So whatever you are paying to us in the name of learning the language, that is all refundable up to 1200 euros. It is refundable. So our fees for the language A1 till B1 is rupees 60,000. Now I'm telling you what are the inclusions in that. In that, you will be getting complete training from A1 till B1 level. Okay, you will be getting complete training from A1 till B1 level, right? Apart from that, just suppose by chance if you're not able to clear any exam, any module, sometimes it happens, right? You miss the module by 1 or 2 marks. If that happens by chance, if you're not able to clear the exam by chance, right? That happens very rarely. If you're taking the course properly, if you're doing the homework properly, if you're regular in the sessions, if you're sincere in the sessions, if you're grasping the grammar properly, you're putting the time on the homework properly, I can tell you 100% you will clear the exam. Keep confidence in yourself, right? But even after that, no one is perfect. Now, we are also not God of German. We are also not super perfect. Neither any candidate we can say super perfect. Mistakes are bound to happen anywhere, everywhere. By chance, if you miss the exam, by chance, if you're not able to clear the exam, unfortunately, again, you will be getting 2 free attempts from our end, 2 free batches to prepare again for the B1 level language, and that is totally free. We are not charging anything for that. We have the batches being framed in every 20 days, every 20-25 days. So whatever new batches will be there, by the time you get the result, you will be 100% having a new batch. You will be taught the entire language till the B1 level once again until you clear the exam, and for the next 2 attempts you will not be charged anything, right? So that is the commitment from our end. We are committing only that thing which we deliver, and we deliver that thing which we have committed. So that is the thing which you are going to get here. It is not like that I am committing something else in the video, and when you join me, I deliver something else, or I don't fulfill my commitments. No, that's not there. We are there in the industry since last 14 years. We have taught thousands of candidates from whatever field, whatever age group you can imagine. And right now, I am having candidates from more than 10 countries, including non-Indians, including many Asians, from Pakistan also, from Saudi Arabia also, from other Middle East countries, from Mauritius, from Maldives, from Australia, from I would say Singapore, right? Many candidates are there, right? But obviously the Indians are more, non-Indians are less. But I am saying that we are enough experience in this line. So whatever we are telling you, whatever we are committing for you, that we are delivering, and whatever we are delivering is same what we have committed. You will not find any difference between what I say in the presentation and what we deliver, right? So that's the thing. So as I said, this is the language training fees A1 till B1. This is again refundable, as I said, up to 1200 euros, approximately 1,10,000 rupees is refundable. Now, as the fees is refundable, so that's why I suggest the nurses, what happens when you basically when you clear the B1 exam. I said that after you clear the B1 exam, then what happens? You are immediately eligible for your interview by the employer. You get the on-spot job letter, offer letter. After that, there's a gap of 3 to 4 months in between the time you get the job offer and by the time you land in Germany, right? So what many agents do, they play with your brain, I would say. They give you many excuses. They say that, okay, if you start the process late, you will reach Germany late. If you give the documents late, your process will get delayed. If you don't give the consultancy fees, your process will get delayed. Other people will reach early, you will reach late. These are the small excuses which the consultant gives you to grab maximum money from you, right? Point number one, the process is free. Even for the free process, if you are paying money to someone, I would say that's your mistake. You are not knowledgeable. You have not done proper research on this subject, right? Okay, आप भेड़ की चाल में चल रहे हो. भेड़ चाल देखिए ना, I would say a flock of sheep which is going, right? वो एक के पीछे एक जाते हैं. They go one behind the another, right? They are not doing their own research. They are just following one after the another. Where one goes, the second goes. Where third goes, the fourth goes, right? So don't be that foolish sheep. You have the mobiles, you have the google.com. Please do some research properly, right? This is a matter of your career. This is a serious topic, right? You are investing your money, your time, your energy, you should invest it at a proper place. You should not lend your money, not even a single rupee, to any agent, any consultant, any city in India, right? Please make sure you are putting the money only on the language, right? I am not saying that you learn the language from us. You learn the language on your own. You buy the books, you study on your own. You learn whichever teacher you find good, you learn from there, right? We are not 100% perfect, right? We are also human beings. So I'm not saying that, okay, only we are the good language school in the country. Everyone is doing good. Everyone is doing their job. But the thing is, you should know where you have to spend, where you have to invest, and where you don't have to spend, right? Wherever it is not required, when the process is free, you should not pay for the process. You should invest your time, energy, and money only on the German language. And that also, I said, that is totally refundable under our letterhead. 1200 euros are refundable. So this is one extra benefit which you will be getting when you are enrolling with our language school. Whatever you are paying out of your hard-earned money, out of your salary, whatever you are paying, 1200 euros will be refunded back to you. That is our commitment that you can take in writing from us. Okay, that will be refunded back to you in your bank account directly after you land in Germany. So be rest assured, apart from the language, all the remaining process, again I am saying, that is completely free. So if someone is charging you money in terms of license application, if someone is charging you money in terms of registration, nursing registration, right, all this process is free. If someone is charging money from you in terms of document translation, I told you in the previous slide, 40,000 rupees, right, for that translation, everything is free. Please don't waste even a single penny, even a single rupee. It's your hard-earned money. It's a hard-earned money which belongs to your family. Please don't spend here and there. Please be aware, be knowledgeable, right? Do some research on the subject. Do some research on the type of job which you are going to give. though my video will be helping you a lot in this direction, right? But still, you should be always aware, right? You should be always aware where you have to spend and invest your money. So as I said, this is the only amount which you have to pay primarily, and this language training fees also you have to pay in installments. We are not at all charging you all together. We are taking it installment by installment only. 3 levels, A1, A2, B1, 3 installments, 20, 20, 20. Now the thing is, after you finish B1, as I was saying, there's a gap of 3 to 4 months, right? In that gap, what we recommend the candidate to finish the B2 level also from India itself, right? This is a very, very important point which most of the nurses, they don't understand this thing. And you know what happens because of this, their language skills go weak. There can be many reasons, their consultant doesn't guide them. Consultant, what is the nature of the consultant? Consultant's nature is to finish the task, right? You get the license, you get the visa, okay, run, fly, go away, right? Okay, he's not concerned with improving your language skills. He or she is not concerned with improving your language skills. They just want to close the file, right? That okay, this person got the visa, this person got the flight ticket. Okay, let's remove them. Let's send them quickly. Now, whatever they face, whatever they handle B2 in Germany, let them put them on their head, and let's get away. Let's escape from this situation, right? Opposite to that, we are supporting you after you get your job. By the time your files are being processed, please start the B2 level. 2 reasons are there. Financially, as I said, your amount is refundable up to 1200 euros. So please utilize this refund amount. Okay, if the amount is refundable, that means virtually whatever you are paying to us for the B2 training, again you will be getting back after 2-3 months. When you land Germany, you will be getting it back, refunded back. That is the point number 1. Second point, it is very, very important. You have to understand this thing in terms of skills. If you do the B2 level from here, when you go to Germany, you are pretty much confident. You have not wasted these 3-4 months. You spend them in doing the B2 level. By the time you reach Germany, you are ready to write down the B2 exam, right? So you can understand one thing, one scenario wherein you don't have any B2 level. Now you are in pressure that okay, I have to clear B2. I have to clear all the 4 modules: reading, writing, listening, speaking in 3 months of time, right? So you have a lot of pressure on your head. And second case, when you are relaxed, when you have done B2 from here itself, all the training, that too free of cost, amount is fully refundable. When you go there, you will be getting the amount back, and then when you go there, you can write down the B2 exam and you can clear it comfortably. So that is the approach which we recommend to everyone. Apart from that, in those 3-4 months of gap, we are also starting a new small course of knowledge test training, which will be basically focused on your medical terminology, which will be helpful for nurses. We are working over that, right? So that course also we are giving in that 3-4 months of time frame, so that you are able to gain some knowledge in these 3-4 months of gap after you finish your B1 level, and your time is not wasted. So you can see, if you keep yourself occupied with the B2 level, with your knowledge test training in the home country in India itself, obviously your time will not be wasted. It will be utilized constructively. It will be very much productive for your career. And most importantly, again I am saying, you have to take the language very seriously. Before you start the process, before you land to Germany, before you start the process, please do B1 properly. Before you land in Germany, please do B2 properly. If you want to go quickly in your professional life there, if you want to get good hike in your salary, if you want to work in big hospitals, right? From day one, you will not get big hospitals, right? It will be gradually. If someone says that, okay, someone doesn't tell you the reality, it is your right to get into the details. Okay, first of all, initially you are sent to the rehab centers, you are sent to the Heims, right? So where you work there for a few months. The reason is that by the time you work there for a few months, you gain lot of experience in the medical thing. You gain lot of experience with the language, practical usage of the language. Okay, and at the rehab centers, the language requirement is not much, so you can easily survive the day comfortably. By the time you gain much experience, after that, what you can do, you can start for your hospitals and all, and you can work there. Obviously, when you go there, there's a hike of around 200 to 250 euros in your salary also, right? But again, the decisive factor is the B2 level of training. The decisive factor is the how good your language skills are. That's why we say that by the time you are in India, please put maximum time on the language. You finish B1, immediately the very next day you start B2 also, so that you are able to utilize this time in a proper way. Apart from the language trainings, which are refundable completely, I said up to 1200 euros. Apart from that, all the other expenses are totally free. Again, I'm repeating, your air ticket, your transportation, your pickup, your document translation, your nursing registration application, your B2 training, medical knowledge training, everything is free, completely free. Don't have to pay anything. If someone is asking you money out of any of these points, he or she is fooling you, right? Even after watching this video, if you are paying the money to the agents like this, then that is your mistake, right? You have not done proper research before choosing a profession, before choosing a field, before choosing a country, right? So please, who all are planning to work as a nurse in Germany, still time is there. Please do proper research. The process is completely free. Please don't pay even a single rupee out of your pocket for the things which are free, which are easily we are handling them, right? Nothing to be paid there. So B1 level is the most important level. As I said, the first step to start the nursing process, to start the Ausbildung, is the B1 level. If you do B1 level, then only you can move ahead. If you don't do B1 level, other things, they don't make a difference, right? So your first step should be that you start the language, you learn the language properly from proper sources, from proper trainers, good experienced trainers who have delivered good results in the past. If you are learning from novices, बच्चों से लैंग्वेज अगर सीखोगे तो आपका रिजल्ट खराब ही होएगा, राइट? अगर आपका काउंसलर या आपका एजेंट आपको आपके लैंग्वेज की लर्निंग्स को लेकर के सीरियस नहीं है, यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग, राइट? आप जिस भी काउंसलर से कनेक्टेड हो, बिकॉज बीइंग running a language school, I have tie-ups with so many counselors. I have seen so many people in my life who are sending us their kids. We see, within 7 days, we come to know what is the reality of the counselor, how much is he serious about candidate's future, how much he or she is serious about the candidate's language skills, right? If your counselor, if your agent, if you're going to some agent, first step is that you don't have to go to any agent. By chance, if you have gone to any agent, right, unfortunately, right, in that case, I am saying, if your agent or counselor is not serious about your language learning, then you should drop that counselor, right? If your counselor is changing your teachers, there was one kid, from Hyderabad, there was one kid, so he joined me for the A1 level. It's a matter of, I think, 7 or 8 months back. And, before joining to me, he said that, okay, sir, I have been assigned to 2 different trainers prior for A1. So I was shocked here. Third time you're learning A1, like, how is it A1? So it's not that much difficult, na? What's the problem? You know what he said? You won't believe. He was charged 6 lakh rupees for the Ausbildung. 6 lakh rupees, right? Ausbildung, I've made a separate video, and we have the Ausbildung cost is like 3 to 3.5 lakh rupees, a very cut standard cost without any commission and all, right? It's a most economical package. Okay, so leave that aside. So the story was that he told me, sir, I was assigned to 2 different trainers before being assigned to you. And what he said, the next thing surprised me more. He said that, sir, my first trainer took my language training the first trainer did not took my language trainings fully, and I was sent in the mid of a course. You can understand, you are learning the language for the first time from ABCD, and if I put you in some running course in mid of a course, how you will understand a new language? This is how his time got wasted. At the second attempt, he said, sir, my second trainer, he started A1 and he ended A1 in 12 days. So have you heard this thing, right? A standard time to finish a level in a language, if you are taking 2, 3, 4 sessions, that is, that's approximately, I would say, 50 to 60 hours effort is there, right? Minimum, I am saying. So if you are taking 2 hours, 3 hours class, then at least 1.5 to 2 months, roughly, right? If you are taking 1 hour class, then little bit more. But how can you finish one level in 12 days? So the kid used to complain to the agent, sir, I'm not able to learn the language well, and he had paid 2 lakh rupees. So you can see what the agent is doing with the 2 lakh rupees, and he's not at all serious with the language skills. So this is the mentality people have. And there are some agents in the market also who give the examples of other agents, and this is how they run their shops. right? They will say that, okay, oh, they are having 6 lakh rupees, we are having 2 lakh rupees, right? They give the example of other agents in their videos, in their Instagram channels, in their YouTube videos, and this is how they run the shops. But the reality, as far as the nursing is concerned, again I am telling, the entire process is free. Please don't fall in all these traps. You will be given thousands of excuses, right? You will be given thousands of facts. You will be told many things, many stories. You will be told that, okay, their package of nursing is 3 lakh rupees, our package is 1.5 lakh rupees, their package is 6 lakh rupees, our package is 5 lakh rupees. You have to do the research on your own. As far as the nursing is concerned, again I am repeating, the entire process is free. Don't pay even a single rupee, and as well as your language trainings plus your exam fees also fully refundable. So virtually 90 to 95% process is free, right? So obviously you should be aware of all these things, and you have to take the correct decision. You have to learn from the proper trainers. Now coming to the German language, see, as I said, our course is as per the international exam curriculum for Goethe, TELC and ECL. We make the candidates prepare all the 3 exams simultaneously, right? The reason being that, when you are learning a language, don't just learn it for the exam, learn it for a bigger goal, right? If I am using Hindi today, if I am using English today, I am not learning Hindi or English just to clear one IELTS exam. I have learned Hindi and English to use it in my career, to use it in my life. So German is a language which will be making your life, right? If you are learning German, please learn it in thorough detail. Practice as many mock papers as possible. Practice as many exams as possible. That will, the more churning you do with your brain, the more perfection you achieve. So don't stick to one exam. Don't see, if you target Mount Everest, then you will be able to land on Himalayas. If you target Himalayas, you will be able to land on Aravallis. But if you aim Aravalli, I can tell you, you will stay on the land only. So this is the story, all in all, the small crux. What I mean to say, I have seen people, they are just focusing on the ECL exam. And the ECL exam is very easy, 40% marks, right? So guys, are you spending the money to score 40% marks? You should question yourself, right? You're planning to work in a foreign country where language is everything. Your bread and butter is language. And you are spending money, you are putting your time on the language, you are putting your energy on the language. Then why you are learning the language for 40% cutoff marks? Why you are not learning the language for the Goethe exam? Why you are not learning the language for the TELC exam, right? If you put the proper efforts, nothing is difficult. There's a hype in the market, Goethe is difficult, ECL is easy, obviously little bit easy, but that doesn't mean that we should change our benchmarks. We should lower down our targets. Why you should lower down your targets? You write down the Goethe exam, you attempt for Goethe exam. As I said, you have to write down the B2 also. Your professional growth in your career will depend how rich your language is, how fluently you can speak, how fluently you can communicate in German, right? So until and unless you are not basically pulling yourself out of the comfort zone, if you're not preparing for the difficult things, then how you will get rich in the language? So always prepare as much as possible for the language. That's why in our course we are targeting all the 3 exams. All the materials are included. There is no book cramming in our course. That's the USP of our course. Unique selling product. Why you should learn German from Namastegerman. We don't have any books in the course. Since last 14 years, I have not even showed the first page of the book to any candidate. Not even one book. No Studio, no Network, no McGraw-Hill, no Collins, okay, no Barron's. Whichever book you can imagine, grammar, vocabulary, exam preparation, no book is there in our course. We are using the books, we are framing the material from multiple books, but we are not letting you buy the books because we don't want you to be trapped in the books. There is a style of training, right? In our course, you will see we'll be using your mother tongue. Your mother tongue is English, Hindi, I would say, to make you strong in the language, right? And then we shift the pattern to German. And when we move to German, we stop all the Hindi, English in the course, right? So this is how you attain perfection in the course. It takes time in our approach, but the results are fantastic. The results, we have delivered hundreds of doctors with B1, B2 certified, many nurses with B1, B2 certified, many small young kids many engineers, many CAs, many college graduates, many people who are targeting public universities, they are learning, they have learned in the past, and many professionals who are already there in Germany, they have cleared the exam with our approach. So there is no doubt in our approach. We are already delivering fantastic results. If you are ready to put the time on homework, if you are ready to do the efforts as per what we say, I can tell you, you will not regret joining us, and in return you will give us at least 5 to 10 more referrals. This is how our work has grown. When I say I have candidates from many countries, Namastegerman has not gone to any country and do the advertisement, right? People have approached us. I have not gone to any consultant. Consultants have approached me that Raman, you take my candidates, right? Raman, my candidate is not even able to clear B1 in multiple attempts. Please help him clear B1, B2. We don't beg to any consultant that please give us the candidates, right? The consultant approaches us. The reason is that we are delivering results time and again, month by month. You can, if any of you are connected with me on WhatsApp, you can keep checking my WhatsApp status. As soon as someone clears the exam, we mention the everything. We mention the name of the candidate, we mention the certificate. We are 100% open to the direct feedback, right? So as far as the course is concerned, for nurses, I am saying the recordings of all the lectures are included, right? Extra batches are always available for revision. As I said, 2 extra batches you will be getting free of cost without any extra payment of charges. So in case you miss any module, you can re-attend the same module in your upcoming batch for free. Nothing extra will be charged from you, right? And even, you know, what mentality we have, many of you have been learning from me in the past. So you know, whatever extra batches we have for nurses, I made many of you sit in my extra batches without any extra charges. From whichever consultant you came, that did not make the difference, but our intention was to make you learn successfully. So if it was required, if I saw any one of you being weak in the language, not able to grasp or retain, we assisted by making you sit in the morning batch also and the night batch also. Many of you are a testimonial to this fact. Many of you know what reality I am speaking about. So it is not just about after the exam, even before the exam. If it is there, any batch is there, the nursing candidates are most welcome to join in those batches and do extra revision for free. Our intention, all in all, is to make you clear B1 and immediately make you clear the B2 exam. That is a single intention which we have. When we are delivering the trainings, we deliver with that intention, right? We are not delivering the trainings with the intention of just finishing the course or just finishing the number of hours. That is not the intention. Our intention is to make each and everyone learn. Even if it takes little bit extra effort, we are ready to do that. Okay, so all the inclusions, as I said, there's no book cramming. We don't recommend the candidate to use any book, right? Whatever books are there, we are framing the materials from them. 7-8 different books we are using, and the candidate is required just to do the homework and then book the B1 exam and clear that, right? We have not bypassed our work to other junior trainers to maintain the training quality. Many times you will see, when a language school flourishes, what the person who starts the language school, he takes less batches and he bypasses the batches to his fellow juniors, right? So with that, what happens? The training quality starts deteriorating. The results, they start deteriorating, right? They add 30-40 people in one batch. You can understand that is a typical mentality at the language school, anywhere you go, right? So we are not following that kind of approach in our batches. Whether you take online or offline or whatever, you will see we don't have more than 8 to 10 candidates in a batch, because for us results are more important. Understand this thing practically. If you are in a batch of 30-40 people, if your trainer is even taking 2-hour class, 120 minutes, divide by 40, individually a trainer is not even giving you 2 to 3 minutes personally. Opposite to that, our 2-hour class, 8 to 10 candidates, we are giving 10 to 15 minutes individually, personally to every candidate, even in a group batch. Many of you have attended my group trainings. You have seen I have given equal chances to everyone, right? But instead of 10 to 12, if I would have added 30-40 people like other consultants, then you could have imagined what would have happened, right? आप अपना माइक ही म्यूट अनम्यूट करते रह जाते हैं ऑनलाइन सेशंस में. You people would have been just muting or unmuting your mic. how can you concentrate on the language? It's not just about online, even in offline, if someone is doing that kind of thing, right? I have seen many language schools in Delhi, in South also. I've seen many language schools in, I would say, Bangalore also. Many language schools are there, in their offline batches, 30-40 candidates are there. In their online also, 30 candidates, 40 candidates. So guys, what kind of learning you can do there? How you will interact with the trainer, right? If the trainer is giving you 2-3 minutes individually, what kind of interaction will you do in 2 minutes? What kind of language you will get on your tongue in 2 minutes? So that's why we don't do that kind of crowding. Our batches are limited in size, because again I'm saying, the quality of training, we never deteriorate that. We don't compromise with the results. Until and unless you are doing the efforts as per whatever we are telling you, you are in safe hands, you are at the correct pace to learn German. We don't do crowding like others, right? And most importantly, before you join us, you are most welcome to take our feedback from any candidate in India, from any candidate in Germany. Along with that, you can see their certificates, you can take their phone numbers, you can call them, you can take direct feedback of my training, of Shivani's training, feedback of Namaste German. You can take any feedback, even if you are buying our recorded course. You can, before buying our recorded course, you can take direct feedback what kind of support we are providing to the candidates for the recorded course. So whether it is live online, whether it is live offline, whether it is recorded, we are 100% open to show you maximum transparency, because we have the results, right? We are not afraid of anything. Only those people are afraid who don't have results, right? We have results. We have delivered the results, thousands of results in the past 13-14 years, in all types of courses, whether offline, whether online, whether recorded, whether pen drive, anything you can imagine. Okay, so we are always open to transparency. You can take direct phone number, name of the candidate, you can call them giving our reference, and you can take the feedback. As far as the nursing, the time flexibility and extra revision, I said 2 extra batches will be there. Now for the nurses, we are having different, at least 6 to 7 batches, I would say. Morning timings also, afternoon also, evening also, and late night also. We are taking the trainings till midnight, till 11 p.m., till 12 midnight. We are taking the trainings early morning, 8 a.m., 9 a.m. We are taking the trainings in the noon, 10, 11, 12 noon India time, in the afternoon, 2 or 3 p.m., in the evening, 5 or 6 p.m. Multiple batches we keep framing in every 15-20 days. The reason is, as you know, many of you are in working, you have 3 different types of shifts: morning shift, evening shift, and the night shift. We don't want any of the nurse to compromise with the course just because of the duty timings. So whatever is possible from our end, we are having multiple batches, right? If you by chance you miss a topic in morning batch because of your morning duty, you can finish the same topic the same day in the evening batch or in the night batch. Similarly, if you are having night duty, you can do the same topic next day in the morning batch. So all kind of flexibility is there. Apart from that, obviously, as you know, the recordings are there. So all kind of support is there, along with the recording, along with the multiple batch timings and extra batches for revision before you write the exam, as well as after you write the exam. So the crux of this presentation is, please put maximum efforts on the B1 level. Please put maximum efforts on your language skills. Learn the language properly from the proper trainers, in a proper format, in a proper way, so that the language comes onto your tongue as early as possible. Secondly, don't get fooled if any of your agent asks you money in terms of registration, in the name of application of license, whatever, blah, 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 right? Please don't spend any money. Please spend the money on the language thing only. From wherever you are learning the language, that's your decision. If you are learning from us, you know the advantages. I have shown all the advantages. Your amount will be refundable, the language amount. You have extra batches, you have flexible timings, you have recordings, you have multiple batches and extra batches before and after you write down the exam. All kind of support is there. So that's all, guys. So I hope this video you have watched, you have gained lot of insights from this video, and all the potential nursing candidates who are planning to go to Germany for their career, for their jobs. I hope lot of things I have cleared in the video, and I hope all of you will take a wise decision for your career and for your family. So all the best, and my numbers are mentioned here. You can call me from the website as well directly. You can ping me on WhatsApp from the website as well, or you can note down these numbers. And if you have any queries relating to the process, still if I have missed any point, I am available on these numbers on WhatsApp. You can ping me anytime. The first number 9636703789. You can ping me anytime on WhatsApp. By chance, if I missed any point, I forgot to cover, you are most welcome with your queries. And secondly, as far as the German language demos are there, we have a lot of videos of demos which we'll be sending you time to time. Please watch them every week. We are starting new batches for nurses every week. Every week we are starting every week. Okay, it's not like that once you do the enrollment you have to wait for 10-15 days. No, within 1 or 2 days, or very possibly the very next day, we'll be starting your training, and then we'll be merging you in the batches. So that is the kind of trust you develop when you are learning from us. Your money is in the safer hands. You will not be made to wait for a long duration of time, for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. You know, many language schools, they do like that. You pay the money, then they say that okay, the batch will start from Monday, the batch will start from 15th. Nothing like that. You pay the money and your batches start as early as possible, because we are in frequent rotation of batches. Frequently we are making the batches to give maximum comfort to the candidate, even if it requires us to work late, even if it requires us to wake up early, right? We are delivering everything to build a big trust of the candidates on us, because as I said, the results and trust is more important, and only on that basis we have grown so far, right? If I'm getting a lot of referrals from my old students, from my old candidates, that is just because they have a lot of trust in me that okay, this guy is not going to run away with the money, this guy is not going to cheat us, this guy is not like other trainers, this guy is not going to commit something which cannot be fulfilled. Okay, I said whatever we are committing, we are delivering, and we are delivering that thing 100% what we have committed. Okay guys, so you're most welcome with your queries, and ping me if anything is there. All the best. Thank you.